Welcome back to Inspired Siren. Today we are in our Winter Planet Zoo, and unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit of a voiceover because I failed to check my settings when I recorded and I didn't get my voice, but I got the video, so we'll go through it together today. We got our doll sheep here. This is our main kind of first entrance exhibit, trying to get a little bit of traction, a little bit of money. So let me tell you what I'm kind of thinking here. I'm thinking maybe, the main zoo is only going to be 4 exhibits. So we have our sheep in the middle, and, we're a little step area off. Above the sheep, we'll do right here a kind of a little, I guess, kind of a area where people converge and buy food and crap. I forget what that's called. A plaza, maybe? And then on the left side, we'll put our reindeer so that they can kind of walk a little bit through first the zoo entrance, through the reindeer exhibit into the plaza where, you can go buy food, drinks and stuff. And eventually I want to have a beautiful little train going through our last and final exhibit in the back. So we'll save a lot of that for later. But our main thing right now is to focus over here on the reindeer exhibit. And let's see if we can just build up a little plaza here, and I'll be right back. Just adding a few ATMs in here, and then I think that I'm gonna call it good. I'm not gonna do any decorating on this right now, but we've got enough to start making some money. We've got food, drink, a shop, and information, and that's basically all you need kind of really to get things going. So let's get to our reindeer. Okay, let's see what kind of reindeer we have in our inventory here. There's one boy, but it's like 10,000 and not that great of stats, and it's an older. So let's see. Looks like they maybe need a group of 3 to 12. Or I can't remember what that's at, but at least 3. So let's just get the girls for now. I'm gonna grab those animals, kind of move them along, and then I'll check back with you. Oh, one thing I forgot, if you don't put in trash cans, and even if you do sometimes, these people litter literally everywhere. So let's get some trash cans in. Let's finish up a little bit, getting some tables, trash cans, all that stuff before we really get into the reindeer exhibit. Okay, so I don't think enough people are visiting the shops. So let's move them up to the front where they'll be maybe a little bit more, at least for now, a little more visible. We're just going to do the info and the merchandise shop. I think, the food ones eventually are going to kind of carry themselves in this plaza once we've got everything together. But for now, let's get just a memento and the information up to the front where it's just going to make a little more sense. Okay, we still don't have any boy reindeer except for that one. So let's just get the girls. Let's build up our reindeer exhibit. I'm gonna build the base of the kind of enclosure in this area here, and then I'll jump back with you and we can look at where we're gonna put our beautiful reindeers. Okay, we've got the bones of our reindeer exhibit here. We see we have a walkthrough path basically from the entrance of the zoo over to what will in the future be like a cute little plaza for food. So we get the with the as long as you have the hygiene station and the interactive animals, basically guests can wander around the paths. They can pet the reindeer, and there's a lot of animals that you can do this with. You can just check in that little tab there, but let's move them in from our quarantine and kind of get them, at least situated. We can get kind of work on their terrain, get their food met, get their enrichment met, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, kind of get a little more stable financially here. Okay, and here they are. They're coming in now. Let's see these. So far, just girls, but let's see these beautiful ladies. Oh, look at them. Oh my gosh, their feet are so interesting looking. Oh, I didn't realize girl reindeer had antlers, but I mean, I think maybe that makes sense. There is often antlers on all cartoons and everything. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, what a beautiful game. What a beautiful animal. Now that we've got them in, I really want to first get them some shelter going. Make sure they're okay in our little Antarctica paradise. Now, I find that when I build a shelter, I want there, at least if it's not like, I don't know, like a cave dweller or a dun dweller, I kind of want there to be some glass on the roof because I don't know, when you think about your own home and your own shelter, man, I personally would love a beautiful skylight in my bedroom. So I'm going to try and put that into this kind of beautiful little shelter area we've got just to make it a little more homey. We've got some sun in there. I mean, it's gonna be cold, but we can still have beautiful sunlight without sacrificing our warmth. Okay, we've got kind of our base space mat. We've got our little shelter. We've decorated around with some branches, holly, some sort of garland. And the people are already walking around in here. And so let's add a little bit more enrichment, make this a good space for the animals too. And it looks like our research is starting to get completed for these guys. So we'll have some better food options, some breeding support, and hopefully pretty soon here we can raise the ticket price, get even more financially stable because, our last animal coming up, spoiler alert, will be the polar bear that is going to have a train ride through it. So we're going to need to be real stable by then. Okay, the snow has gone, but I really want to get some trees in here. Want to get like a festive spruce. Make sure these animals have all of their, shelter, enrichment, everything met. And I think that'll kind of be where we call it today. But we've got, a beautiful entrance and exit for the guests. We've got some education boards up. We've got our festive tree. We've got our shelter lined with garland. We've got little string lights. And I really liked this kind of double window pane and wooden trim situation. I think that ended up looking really, really beautiful. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I 100% appreciate everybody watching and enjoying. I hope that your festive season is going just as well as mine. I'm having a wonderful time this time of year. Wishing it would be a little more snowy, but maybe next year or maybe next week. Who knows? But we will see you on the next one where we are going to get our next animal in and we are going to build up our Winter Wonderland Zoo even more. And in the video after that, we'll do our final polar bear Polar Express train ride. Really get it going. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye.